That's just the truth. Like, we got so much else going on. Like, Monster Hunter Wilds beta comes out. We're going to play that tomorrow. Ashes of Creation. We've got the fucking election coming out. Is coming out is a good way to say that? Is it like the election release? You know, and then like, so yeah, we have the election release, and then we also get the Donald Trump insurrection DLC if he loses. And so, yeah, I mean, it's, and then, oh yeah, PoE 2 is coming out, right? And then there's a bunch of other games that I'm gonna play. Please skip election. Fuck no, I'm not gonna. Please skip the election. No, I'm not gonna skip the fucking election. That's like driving home from work and not going to McDonald's. Absolutely, we're going to McDonald's. What the fuck are you talking about? Game Awards, yeah, there's plenty of stuff going on, man. Ban that guy, you're right.
Main system activating combat mode.
Coming out, yeah, we've got a lot of games coming out. I'll link you guys to video again. Yeah,
all right, Taurus.
I agree with pretty
I'll
much
tell you where to
everything
go.
saying here.
Welcome, Taurus.
YouTube movie critics.
It's a delight to enjoy the company of a visitor from so far away.
Yeah, I think we all know why.
We're here to take back what you stole from us.
About any YouTube movie
Oh, heaven. You're a friend of Carlos.
series.
Splendid. Any friend of Carlos is a friend of mine. Here's to new beginnings. By all means, be my guest.
So maybe he has a compelling argument, but
See
I don't
what I
think
mean,
this is
tourist?
true. You know what I mean?
We need to go deep down.
Marvel.
Make sure you keep clear of the laser sensors. They're set to activate the enemy
The
machines.
story's fucking over. Nobody cares about any of
friend
the
from afar,
Eternals.
just for
I don't
me.
even know any of their names.
What
And then
joy.
there's the big red
These
guy.
two
It's the
my beating
Celestial.
heart.
It's like something the Seekers, Apollyon.
I'm
the
waiting
Seekers.
for you, friend.
I don't give a fuck about it. I know
Waiting
Angelina
anxiously
Jolie
before
is
the big dance.
That's the only thing I know.
I do hope I'll keep up, but the anticipation is
Anyway.
part of the fun.
However,
That damn freak's using my toys like they were his.
every single time, this is the thing that
Quick,
people
slow,
always try to argue against.
slow. Quick, slow.
That it's somebody. Oh well, it's
I
not
know,
that the movie
Milton.
sucks.
I can't wait
It's
either.
not.
He seems rather strange.
It's like these people are like making people not want to see the movie. It's so like
The
it's
enemy's
actually
deploying a shield.
That's the
We'll need to
reason
get
why
behind
nobody
it.
wants people to watch.
I hate to see my babies in a stuff like this, you know. Well, don't be shy. Smash them up. It'll help me with my R&D.
AP at 50%.
Online critics. The reason why people were obsessed with
There's
the
your
Madam
way
Web
in.
movie
Brute can't
is
be far.
because I think it was like the
We
perfect
should keep an eye out
example
for traps.
of
They'll be much more
the age
dangerous
where
than Teslas.
Hollywood movies
AP
nowadays.
at 30%.
Spider-Man, like, you want to do a Spider-Man movie that's gonna pop off? Do a Miles Morales Spider-Man movie. People fucking love that. Just do that. Madam Web? What the fuck is this?
I've done my best to welcome
It'd be
you.
sick. It'd be fucking awesome.
I do hope you enjoy your stay, friend.
It's just, I don't even know what's happening. I've never heard of this. Do you know what? You want to know why people went to go see Thor? Reading comics of Thor. You want to know who people went to go see Iron Man? Because they grew up reading comics of Iron Man. Who the fuck? Let's be honest. The only time that you can have an unknown superhero, or like, you know, like a like kind of like almost semi-superhero movie that's that works with like a random female character is if she's really fucking hot. And I think the best example, it isn't a superhero movie, but it's pretty goddamn close, is Underworld. She was so hot, it started an entire franchise. Let's be real, the movie wasn't that great, but I saw it 50 times.
Because as you all know, just a month ago, I wondered how some top critics like Chris Krieger and Nerdbonic would review Madam Web's failure. And now
Jump down there and you've got him cornered.
articles of
Don't forget, the guy's a
which would
Rat.
cost her
This won't
acting
be
role.
smooth sailing.
Is this place some kind of hangar? The target AC must be nearby.
Their career downfall, and while I don't know what this specific article is about,
Yeah, I
and I
have
am
seen that.
Anne Hathaway,
Yeah.
I'm just using this as an example, and we're also getting other articles targeting the so-called
The Little Mermaid's review bombing is
my
just
new
a sign
friend.
of what's to
You're
come.
here at last.
What, people that don't like a movie?
Fruit! Oh, Carla, you've introduced me to such wonderful people. Wonderful things.
Shut up, tourist.
You know what? It is a sign of what's to come. And here's what the sign
Melody of the generator. How Milton's heart
and
sings.
they're trying to change that.
Built that AC at R&D, tourist. Don't underestimate it.
Because they're afraid of it going into the public domain.
How Milktooth weeps.
How about that?
How the rail cannon weeps. Told from their mother. Oh, they must miss Carlos. I went to
Don't encourage him.
AP
slow. Slow. Quick, slow. Slow. Quick, slow. Let's trip the like fantastic friend. My friend, this is a gift. Thank you.
Upon discovering to
Enemy
council
AC is
detector this
silent.
location.
Looks like he's
And
dead.
journalists. I
Good.
don't even know what this is.
All right,
You generally
tourist.
live my life
I'll see
via
about
pattern
retrieving
recognition,
our
find out
secret
detectors
project.
actually common. Escalation is
We'll
always
need it to
interesting.
go worm
Classical
hunting.
gamers is still classical gamers. If it wasn't, I'd ask why.
is true.
I don't even know what
And
happened.
they're quoting real sources and real articles that have come out about this.
Yeah, nobody
topic,
showed me
yet they're
this.
still threatening to sue these very content creators.
Ooh.
And just because that is a legal situation, I think I should add that I don't know the details. I'm just saying it's reportedly true, but what is definitely
Reportedly true, so it doesn't really matter, and I don't give a fuck. Okay, next.
true is that they're coming out and saying that they will threaten to sue content creators for making a video and reporting on articles that have
Nah, I want to read it. I want to read it. I want to see it for myself. The content creators who reshared the false allegations about our organization, we will continue to pursue further action against anyone who persists in spreading false and defamatory information against Black Gold gamers. But wouldn't that mean that they're suing themselves because they linked to it themselves? Because like they did just link the website. And like if you go to the website, this is the website. It literally shows the website that they're telling people not to talk about. I wonder who wrote this. I'm sure it's someone who's really smart. How do you do this to yourself? How do you do this? Like, this is crazy. It's very smart. Yeah. It's a Streisand effect in action. It's not, though, because they're doing it themselves. Okay, so yeah, no, I mean, what he's saying in this video does seem to be mostly accurate. It is. This is actually accurate. Again, I didn't believe it. I looked at it. It seems like it's true.
come out about that company.
Come on, bud. Judgment, I see.
And I'd say that this shift is happening in the overall entertainment industry because Hollywood now understands that attacking the very people that you want to watch your movies is an utterly dumb idea and is only going to aggravate the audience and result in you losing more money.
The Marvels was only 200. Who are the Marvels? Oh, this one? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck these guys are. I don't know any of these characters. I didn't even know, bro. I thought Captain Marvel, like, I didn't even know Captain Marvel existed. It's crazy that, like, these people are doing mental gymnastics to figure out why a movie like this isn't successful. Marvel was successful because it capitalized on nostalgia. This isn't doing that. Like, it capitalized on nostalgia, it got people invested, and then the movies were, and hey, guys, I gotta say it. I think some of the Marvel movies were really cool. I really liked them. Like, I liked the Thor movie. I loved Infinity War. I thought the Captain America movie was really cool. Iron Man 1. I watched that in movie theaters with my dad, I'm pretty sure. Endgame, yeah, like Thor 3, yeah, Ragnarok was fucking amazing. I love that
We've
one.
received a request
I don't
from
have
Ruben.
anything negative. Doctor Strange, I think is, I don't know, is he my favorite? He might be. I really like Doctor
You're up
Strange.
against two.
And like a lot of the Marvel movies were good, but like I remember the characters, right? I grew up with these characters. I didn't grow up with these characters. I don't know who the fuck they are. So like I would never even go to the movie to find out that it's good. Whereas like the Thor movie, I went to the movie because, oh, this is like nostalgia. But there's no
system
impulse that
activating
gets me
combat
to go
mode.
into the movie theater in the first place. And so if
Let's
they
get
want to
started,
blame
Raven.
a YouTuber for the
Master Crown's
reason why they
pilot,
decided to
Callsign
work on
King,
a popular
has an
story,
89.6%
I
mission
don't know.
success
I
rate.
don't really think that's like.
His
why
reputation for
would you do
finesse is
that? Why
such
would
that
you
he's
just do
advertised as the ideal mercenary.
Why not?
Umbrox is piloted by
Why would
Chartreuse,
you do
an
this
aggressive
other weird
bulldozer
bullshit?
with
He's a
unrivaled
white male,
firepower.
but he's bad though. And
Those who've seen that
his
work
diversity,
call him an
Silver Surfer.
unstoppable
The
force.
Silver Surfer was
Substation targets.
it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great.
You must be Raven. Not a name I expected to see attached to a hostile AC. You know our priority, Chartreuse. Let me deal with this.
Give me a break. That bossy attitude of yours doesn't do you any favors.
This is more of a challenge than I'd anticipated. I haven't seen anything like this since... Together, Chartreuse! You're strong. Worthy of your name.
King, pull your head out of your ass and withdraw.
AC Aster Crown destroyed.
2 repair kits remaining.
This isn't right. You're just a Gen 4. You belong in a museum, not an AC.
Picking up another AC.
Successful cinematic universe in history, that wasn't enough. Yeah, it's like, you know, like, let's try
Do you
something
read me,
else
Raven?
now. No.
Your imposter must be an impressive pilot to take on the two of them at once.
Idea of attacking online.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
These people, because they view this as an easier scapegoat and an easier way to blame their
Identity C4621. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we will see if you're doing justice. Apologies for the delay, Chartreuse.
AC Umbrox
Nothing
destroyed.
about this movie seems like a superhero.
We'll take it from here,
Except
Chartreuse.
whenever they do superhero.
We've lost both of them.
The truth is that, like,
One
the
AC
original
left, Raven.
Avengers casting
The Raven is a symbol of resolve. The will to choose what one fights for.
Stay focused, Raven.
Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has potential.
HP at 50%.
Raven, we can still...
power and was part of the
All right.
the reason why it wasn't successful.
watch
It's
this
because
one.
of a YouTube video that had 2 million views.
See where they go on a Raven's wings.
Yeah, there was a YouTube video that
All
said that
enemy
it was
aces
bad.
destroyed.
That's
Mission
I see now.
accomplished.
If it wasn't for that YouTube video, the move it would have been, dude, it would have been so good. It was actually good though. The Rings of Power was good. No, it wasn't. So It just reminds me, like, my mom never got a chance to watch Rings of Power. I remember, like, so at Christmas we saw all the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then 10 years later we came back to watch The Hobbit in the movie theaters too on Christmas, right? You know, me, my mom, and my dad. I remember looking over at my mom,
I've looked into the
watching The Hobbit.
That's
She
not right.
was like this. Movie theater. She's just fucking sleeping. So I can't imagine what this would be like. Because then I watched part of this with my dad. And I watched it with my dad. My dad, 5 minutes in. Like, I remember we went to Cracker Barrel. We came back and we went to watch this. 5 minutes into the show, maybe 10. He's like this. He's just sitting there, passed the fuck out.
Isn't that
This shit was boring.
failed when, as we all know, Rings of Power just wasn't on the same level as the original Lord of the Rings movies. Overall, people didn't like it, and he wasn't the only critic that voiced complaints around that show.
Yeah, like, it's all his fault. Look at this armor, bro. This shit looks stupid as fuck. This looks so this looks like, bro, this looks like if you had to make Iron Man, but you only had
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today we're going to talk about emulation, piracy, and the preservation of video games. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate is alright with me. But these topics have garnered a lot of attention in the last few years, and there's a good reason why. Video games have been around for over 4 decades, but so many older classic titles are not easy or affordable to play. There are so many roadblocks that make it extremely difficult sometimes to just play an older title. And if we're not careful, we might lose a huge
I've already
part of
located
gaming
several
culture.
wrecks
And we're
that we
the
should
trend
be able to
that we
recover
do.
data from.
That's why we need to preserve it somehow,
I'll send you
some
marker
way.
data.
But unfortunately, copyright law across the world is totally fucked, and publishers will do everything in their power to fight emulation and preservation. And at the same time, they'll refuse to offer alternative ways to play
Coral
and
is able to
experience older
conduct
media
data and
and
can
to purchase
influence
their
digital
products.
equipment.
It really just comes down to,
The effects
let
of
me
the
give
coral
you
surge
money.
must have brought some of the wrecks back online.
Now,
Let's see what
today
we
we're
can
talking
find.
about copyright and the laws around video games, and why it means we just don't have as much as we should. Recently, the video game industry, unfortunately, took a massive step. Not post-Epic Games, post-Epic. Now, don't be fooled. The game industry itself didn't do anything explicitly wrong. Instead, it was the U.S. Copyright Office. Yeah, get a load of this article from Games Radar. Publishers are absolutely terrified, quote, the words video games would be used for recreational purposes, unquote. But the U.S. Copyright Office has struck down a major effort for game preservation.
An older generation of AC.
That's impossible! Since when? I don't believe this for a second. Recreational purposes? Yeah, the article really has a good headline. But
According to the
if you actually look
timestamp,
at the
this was
case
recorded
that
2
was
days
filed-
before the fires
By
of
the way, we're
Iris.
not going to go through all of this. I don't
There
think I'm
seems to
qualified
be
for
about
that.
the
And you
warning
can read
signs of
this
the
entirely
calamity.
on your own if you want.
Right
But
before
if you
it
actually
struck.
look in the case file, it'll say the ESA, which is the Entertainment Software Association, contended that there would be a significant chance that preserved video games would be used for recreational purposes. They further agreed that the expanded
an old boss,
Sensitive
I see.
Preservation
The Rubiconians used to
Institute
pay
too
for
much
these.
discretion regarding how they provide remote users access to preserved works.
This
They believe
seems
that
to be a
removing the
recording of
premises
Del Mayan,
limitation would
the
also
Liberation
adversely
Front's
affect the
ideological
existing market
leader.
for older games. Basically, what
This
this is saying, what
appears
this
to
is
be
all
something
about, is there was a
exceptionally
team
personal.
of video game preservationists make it easier for scholars, historians, researchers, and preservationists to check out digital games that run through emulators. And this would have made it much easier for these people to get access to older games to learn more about the nature of video games.
This data
as a way to
should some
preserve
light on
and
the
document this
composition of
part
the
of our
enforcement
culture.
squads.
Now, I could be wrong, but I interpret what they're doing. Companies like the Video Game History Foundation and Software Preservation Network. What they're trying to do is establish the video game equivalent of the National Video Registry aesthetic contributions, right? Basically, this movie is important, let's preserve it. So what the preservationists are trying to do is remove the single user limitation for preserved computer programs. And these changes to the USDA, from my understanding, would have only affected games that are no longer being published or sold by these
Another old
publishers.
research institute, I
Basically,
see.
hey, if you're not going to sell this anymore, can we at least preserve it in this small group of people? We can study these games without
This
having
is
to
about
fucking
the
find
first
the Sega
artificial
32X.
humans.
That's kind of the whole
same
point.
core
Is that game
technology
publishers
that
are in
created
this super
you.
weird position where they don't want
But
people
without it,
pirating or
we
emulating
never
some of
would
their
have made
older
contact.
games, but they also don't offer a way to purchase them and
I'm
make
not
that
picking
easy
up any
in the
more
modern
data
day.
stores.
It's no longer possible to make Nintendo eShop
If this outing
purchases
has
the
made
Wii
you
U.
think about Budokan's past or the nature of
I'm
Quirrell,
willing to pay you.
then it was all worth it.
Nope, no purchases allowed. But you have a Switch eShop. Yep. So you could make your legacy content available there at any time. That makes sense to me. Then do it. We currently have no plans to offer classic content in other ways and also don't pirate our games.
And there are so many technical problems and hurdles to overcome to play some of these older titles. All you need to do to know this is watch some of those old Angry Video Game Nerd videos and see how much trouble he has to go through hooking up all the systems, finding the games, making sure this console actually works. It's a huge pain in the ass, and that's why emulators are so popular. They remove a lot of the technical hurdles that get in the way of just playing these old games. Now, if you're wondering why this is important at all, well, take a look at this study from the Video Game History Foundation. Now, that sounds like an evil company, doesn't it? No doubt pawns of the deep state. But they did a study and found that 87% of classic video games are completely unavailable. They say, imagine if the only way to watch Titanic was to find a used VHS tape and maintain your own vintage equipment so that you could still watch it. And what if no library, not even the Library of Congress, could do any better? They could keep and digitize that VHS of Titanic, but you'd have to go all the way there to watch it. It sounds crazy, but that's the reality we live in with video games. A $180 billion industry, while the games and their history disappear. Just 13% of video game history is being represented in the current marketplace. In fact, no period of video game history even cracked 20% representation. And I think this is the crux of the issue, right? Video games do not follow the same rules as novels or movies. While so many books have been translated to audiobooks or available on Kindles, you can watch a film through multiple different streaming services, TV apps. All PlayStation and Xboxes function as a DVD and Blu-ray player. So whether you have the media digitally or physically, TV shows and movies are readily and easily available and accessible to the public in affordable ways. Video games are not. They are not like this, because video games are software that were designed for specific kinds of hardware. It's not enough to just copy and paste the code online.
It's time,
and
621.
suddenly the game is instantly playable. So what are people going to do in these instances where they want to play a classic video game? Are they going to go to their local library or just pirate it and emulate it? They go on to say this is where libraries and archives should come in, and should be able to easily explore these.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Archibus agreement.
Move
out, maggots! Time to die!
Copyright laws of preventing
Act like a
institutions
professional.
like
Don't fit any of my plans.
If you think about
What's that creep think he is? I ain't here because I wanna be.
We gotta deal with those pesky shields first.
compared to
Good
how old
13.
some people are
Roll
in
out that
government,
fancy gizmo that Archibus paid the big bucks
they
for.
still have a history of video game history. So one has to wonder if their decision at the Copyright Office
This is
just
V4
like
Rusty.
75-year-old
Rail
dude
cannon
who's
is
like,
good to go. Don't die before I get a chance to fire, buddy. Tourist, got a message
I
from
think
the
it's
chief
pretty
for you.
obvious that these movements and these
Enjoy the show.
organizations are not
And don't
trying
forget
to
to
affect
smile.
or hurt the bottom line of game publishers. I think the intent is
Cut 13, what are you doing?
are going to have to go outside
The mission's a failure. All units retreat.
these games.
Stop right there for them, Scott.
There's so many things that affect this, right? When digital storefronts are shut down, like on Xbox 360, the 3DS, or Wii U, a lot of those games are shut down as well, or at least you can't purchase them anymore. Think about all these online-only games when the servers are shut down and the publishers offer no alternative means to play those multiplayers or to allow groups of fans to run their own private servers.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Archibus agreement.
Preservation is so strong, right? Remember Nostalgia, that old WoW Classic server?
Like a professional outfit and you might live.
Who's that creep think he is? I ain't here because I want to be.
And I think it's clear that
We gotta deal with those pesky shields first.
People didn't have a
Cut
problem
13.
paying for it.
Roll out that fancy gizmo that Archibus paid the big bucks for.
Me and another YouTube buddy of mine wanted to throw down the Star Wars episode duels.
This is V4 Rusty. Rail cannon is good to go. Don't die before I get a chance to fire, buddy.
But in order to do that, one of us would have to fly to each other's house, set up an original Xbox, and
Enjoy
that
the
would
show.
be kind of a
And
pain
don't
in the
forget
ass.
to
If I
smile.
purchase this game, it's not being sold at retail anymore. Available anywhere else. To my knowledge, the only way in the episode 3 game, you can emulate it, play it online, and avoid all of those hurdles. The end result being the video talking about how awesome it is, showing how
Reminder
fun
to
it
all
was,
units,
and saying, hey,
try to
this
maintain
is a really
space
great
from
game.
one another.
The problem, I think, with
You
video
heard
game
him.
publishers
Don't want to make for it.
people are
You don't gotta
emulating
tell
playing
me.
our older
I ain't
games.
going down with
They're
you
not buying
fools.
our new one. No, money me now.
Oh, no, you don't. I ain't going down first.
Out of market video games for verified reasons. Keyword, verifying research, as in trusted. Argues that due to equipment
Shield loss
technological
confirmed.
and supply
Initializing
limitations, lack of
ORC
physical
firing
availability
sequence.
of out-of-market games is a massive hurdle for
Connecting
researchers and
EML
academics who
modules.
may not live near
Opening
a
energy
library that has a
turbines.
physical copy
Output at 80%.
check out. Again, lots of
Setting
old
correction
games
A-OK.
like the
90, 95.
Some of my old copies of Moon version just don't work anymore because the internal battery fails
won't
or
miss.
whatever. It's like, hey, you're not going to sell this product anymore.
shield
Can you, like, put it in the library?
Got 13, the head's open for a direct hit.
The librarian
actually did it.
to purchase a copy of Blue
watch
version
the
where
bad
none of that
minimum.
money
This is
goes
just
to
the first
Nintendo
time.
and I play it on my old Game Boy Color. Well,
The target's
my Game
deployed
Boy
drones,
Color's
tourist.
broken too.
I'll
I have
handle
to
them.
buy another one. Do I go through all of that or find a way to emulate it? PSA and coding.
V4, load the next shell.
Nobody can emulate. Not
One
even
step ahead of you, Commander. Finally, someone with their head screwed on straight. Never thought about switching sides? Sure is an honor to be praised by the Red Guns hell on four legs.
Are likely to be non.
But I'll pass.
Now, the thing that sucks about this is that
Primary shield disabled.
so by the time 2027
Shield loss
comes
confirmed.
around, maybe
Preparing to
copyright
fire rail
office
cannon.
will swing the other way on this. Now this is why
Energy
it's so
turbine
cool to
output
see
at
Nintendo
80%.
slowly but surely offer ways
Output
to emulate
95%.
their games through, like,
100%.
online emulators, NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and N64. Well, all these are great strides.
Watch out for
Enough.
friendly fire.
Many companies are doing their best to fight for video game
Secondary shield
preservation,
down.
like limited run games.
It's all yours now, buddy.
Play good out of 10. Don't want this thing running on them.
Something's wrong.
Where piracy
Fallback
is
621.
doing more for game preservation on companies. In
Underestimated
what
this
world does
beast.
it make sense that Nintendo
My
released
AC's
all of
got
these
this.
digital games for Wii, Wii U, the eShop, 3DS store,
out of control.
shut the stores down, and then
Looks
not
like
make
things
those
just
games
took a nasty
available to
turn.
play and purchase on their
I'll set the ORC to maximum output. We can't afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be my last.
If companies want
at
consumers to feel
50%.
comfortable and safe investing in a digital library, then wouldn't it make sense for both parties if, say, the Nintendo Switch Online account would transfer all of that person's digital purchases to the next console?
Don't forget to smile.
Primary shield disabled.
Got for trade.
Look at how many people got excited during that game. Would be available on Doesn't it say something, Nintendo, that there's like a hunger for legacy media? I mean, shit, Banjo-Tooie has already been ported to Xbox One like 9 years ago on Rare Replay. And I think Microsoft has been making some incredible strides with preservation. Compilations like Rare Replay are incredible for this exact reason. It takes all of these old classic games and puts them into one.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Bela Markabus agreement.
Just works.
Move out, maggots! Time to die!
The problem is that as older
like a
consoles
professional outfit and you might live.
What's that creep think he is?
so
I ain't here because I want it.
Shield loss confirmed. Initializing ORC firing
people like
sequence.
me who still prefer to buy things physically.
Connecting
I thought it
EML
was so
modules.
fucking cool that
Opening
they got
energy
the Series
turbines.
X and I popped
Output
it
at
up
80%.
and it worked. Not
Setting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
They work. There's obviously no easy or straightforward solution to the problem of game preservation.
I won't
But
miss.
striking down small towards that goal, like this change to the DMCA, that's disheartening.
F-13, the head's open for a direct hit.
Freak actually did it.
It's like the job of preserving Nintendo's legacy and their games has fallen on this group of rebels who might
The target's
be
deployed
breaking
drones
the
to
law,
roost.
but we
I'll
know
handle
they're
them.
doing something noble. These people aren't doing it because they hate Nintendo. It's the opposite. Now, in terms of setting down digital stores, I think it makes sense. So it's not
V4, load the next shell.
new digital store.
One step ahead of you, Commander.
Start planning it.
Finally, someone with their head skirt on straight. Never thought about switching sides?
Popular digital
Sure is an honor to be praised by the Red Guns hell on 4 legs.
and all the games people have
But I'll
purchased since
pass.
then, they still have them. Steam's not going anywhere.
Primary shield
But that's
disabled.
what companies like Nintendo, Sony,
Shield
and
loss
Microsoft
confirmed.
should start
Preparing
doing,
to fire
thinking
rail
about,
cannon.
and implementing. At the same time, though, for some
Energy
games,
turbine
there's just
output at
not
80%.
enough demand. In a perfect world, the
Output
next Nintendo
95%.
console would have every
100%.
Nintendo game that's ever been published available to purchase and play. But that's not exactly realistic to expect.
Watch out for
Any
friendly
company
fire.
to do. I suppose some games that would be profitable to put in
Secondary
effort,
shield down.
so it's not entirely
It's all yours now, buddy.
where Nintendo, Sony, or
something's
Microsoft
wrong.
don't want to bother with a certain
Full
game or
access to
title or
one.
don't think that they're going to make a profit on it, let these guys
Underestimated
preserve
this
it,
beast.
please. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
My
Now,
AC's
it's important to
compromised.
play devil's advocate and understand why publishers and
It's out of
corporations
control.
keep opposing video game preservation.
Looks like things just took a
Copyright
nasty
can be
turn.
a slippery slope.
I'll set the ORC to maximum output. We can't afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be my
As
last.
long as companies like Ubisoft and we should get used to not owning our games, we need to continue this fight. We need to keep talking about it. We need to keep talking about things like the Stop Killing Games initiative. Because like with the Battlefield 2 Rootbox fiasco, the only way things are going to change is if we make our voices
Taking
heard.
significant damage.
Video game
Might be
preservation
checking out
and
soon.
emulation is treated by publishers and companies like Nintendo as some kind of massive threat to their bottom line, that they don't do enough to offer these games.
AP at 50%.
And what groups like the Video Game History Foundation are advocating and asking for, I think would have little to no effect on publishers' bottom line. The fight for video game preservation is a fight about preserving video games from nerd culture. And it's not like this would have made piracy legal, but ultimately this is a huge blow to game preservation. And it's disheartening. But I thought I'd do my best to at least
Don't forget the smile.
despite how nerdy it is.
Primary shield getting
We don't want to
stronger.
lose this culture.
Stay
Imagine
cool,
a
buddy.
world where you wouldn't have to pay
No repair kits remaining.
Philips CPI to play those old titles. But yeah, it sucks that this is the way things went down. Hopefully in 3 years we'll be singing hymns again. Well, what do you think?
I'm out, tourist. You're on your own
Let me know your
now.
thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Drop a video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Action Man for more awesome content. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Action Man signing out.
AP at 50%.
intensity. Output at 80, 90. All emergency valves closed. Disabling limiter. 100, 110, 115. We're located at maximum output. All or nothing.
Shield's been wiped out.
Sorry, mate.
Is it over? Get clear, it's gonna blow!
Shitting me. The freelance really did it.
I don't fully understand how exactly games get leaked, but like most people, I imagine the process looks something like.
It's finally over.
Financial damage is caused by the premature release of something. It can be astronomical or have literally no effect. And this is why we have certain laws and regulations.
The temporary
in place.
alliance
Like
between
when
the
companies
archivists.
want content creators or news outlets to reveal certain parts of an upcoming game, they make us sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. I signed an NDA way back when I was in Halo Wars 2, and it basically said Microsoft reserves the right to sue me for all the money I will ever have if I take my asshole and start posting things I shouldn't. I don't get many NDAs, but I do not violate them. Unlike Dan Allen Gaming, who got caught running a sock puppet account that was leaking info on upcoming games, and he did this for clout, for the thrill of it. Even made up leaks about Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid. Like, come on, man. Obviously, if a content creator violates an NDA, it can result in severe consequences and, you know, maybe even a fucking lawsuit. I suppose he owned up to his mistakes and didn't try to hide everything, but there is an aspect of thrill seeking when it comes to leaks. Who can be the first one to reveal something secret? Leaks can range from something as small as a keychain revealing the next Assassin's Creed game, Odyssey, or a retailer putting up unannounced games for sale on their website. Now, sometimes the leaker is an individual, an outside source. Maybe a company is just careless and they make a mistake. Leaks can happen because of outdated security, malicious insiders, data mining, phishing scams, or it could just be as simple as some guy making the ballsy decision to steal 67 copies of Starfield from a warehouse and then upload that gameplay to YouTube and post a video of himself calling it a good game while smoking a blunt.
Todd, no offense, man. That's a good game.
Today we're going to look at some of the most notorious, infamous, and hilarious leaks in video game history to see what all we can learn from them. So let's grab our wrench, tighten that bolt, and find out what happens when games get leaked. But before we jump into it, check this out. My TV can bend now. This video is sponsored by LG and their OLED Flex TV. This is honestly the best TV I have ever had or used. I genuinely feel like a fool for not investing in a better TV sooner. If you really want to ball out and upgrade your gaming and television viewing experience, you need to check out the LG OLED Flex. While it is a TV, it can also function as a massive chonker of a monitor. With this behemoth, you wouldn't need two monitors. It's got a multi-view feature, so you could pull up YouTube and play games on the same screen. And of course, you can curve the screen inwards for an immersive gaming experience. The OLED Flex has a whopping 4 HDMI and 4 USB ports. And the LG OLED is so advanced that its remote can function like a freaking Wii controller. Also, most TVs have pretty awful speakers that require a soundbar to sound decent. Not the OLED Flex. This thing has a built-in speaker that genuinely sounds great. Now, I'm no TV calibrator, but even I can tell that the picture is amazing. The video you're seeing doesn't do it justice. The Flex has tons of options for color grading, specific modes for game optimization, or cinematic modes for movies. So if you're thinking about treating yourself right and upgrading your gaming and television experience, look no further than the LG OLED Flex. And if you click the link in the description and pinned comment, you'll be able to check it out. Thank you, LG, for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
I think there's no better place to start than this screenshot. Probably gonna trigger a core memory of Halo fans. I'm going somewhere with this, by the way. I saw this fucking thing on YouTube in forums claiming to be a leaked image of Halo 3. And amongst the Halo fanbase, this image has become something of a mystery. Turns out it's just a render in an early version of Gary's mod, and the creature is from a game called Gunman Chronicles. If you're a Halo fan, you may have also seen this GIF before. This is from a video
Main
titled
system
Halo
activating
4
combat
trailer
mode.
leaked gameplay footage. As you may have
Commence
noticed,
mission.
this is not
Access the
trailer
elevator and
for
take
Halo
it down.
4. It is a top-tier shitpost. High-quality troll videos like this were extremely rare back in the day. There was so much clickbait on YouTube back in the 2000s, 2010s. Most of it was dog shit. Thousands of people would get suckered into clicking videos like this.
Intruder detected. Threat level unknown. Defense 1.0. Commencing termination.
The defense system is activated. It's got eyes on it. Fight back.
The elevator's locked out.
Let's go, Raven.
Yes, that is a string of real artifacts. Halo 4 was set to release on November 6, 2012, which it did.
Watch out. Below you. That's the Tempest. It's clearly a force to be reckoned with.
Trust me, get better. The video was titled Halo 4 Beta HD 720.
Wait, the partition's moving.
I'm picking up any signals nearby.
Containing intruder. Commencing termination. Sign intruder threat level. Threat level 4. 6. Level 6. Resistance
You're clear. I'll find a way to get that partition open. Stand by for now, 621.
Halo 4. To any
Over there. I'll send you a marker.
right now, take some notes.
Tell you what, maybe I tried. We're having that back. Takes a minute to do a whole lot back.
This video is roughly 9 minutes revealing things like assassinations.
Did you find an access point? Good job sniffing that out.
Unauthorized access detected. Transitioning to phase 1.5.
Changed its combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
What, you want to hear more of that crap?
Have a nice day. You want to see on my game up? You're on my
Evasive action.
It's funny to look back on old articles and forums about this because people seem just as perplexed about it. This leak was so bizarre.
AP at 30.
You've got it in your sights now, 621. Just need to get a little closer.
Until, bam!
2 repair kits remaining.
What we call a dead giveaway. Although the original
You're up close now, 621. Destroy the target.
Raven, it'll be easier to immobilize if you aim for the neck joint.
AP at 50%.
Defending sustained damage. Overpilot jet.
The Peggy's artillery platform is silent.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. Mission accomplished.
Let's rest while we can, Raven. We've got a long road ahead of us.
Grand Auto Theft 6? Are we gonna become violent just by playing Grand Auto Theft?
90 videos of GTA 6 leaked online. Source code also leaked. You know they found the kid who did this, so I'm just saying it, he's probably gonna end up like Epstein. You know, people keep leaking shit for GTA 6. Just get a minute. Come the fuck on, man. Don't do this. Don't do this to us. Arian Curtage from Oxford, who is autistic, was a key member of internal gang Lapras $. Doctors deemed him unfit to stand trial due to his severe autism. Sorry, son, you are just too goddamn autistic. Here, stay in the hospital for the rest of your life. What? Apparently this kid has been violent, under custody.
Integration
He
program.
hacked into Rockstar right after he was
Main
arrested
system
for a previous
activating
cyber
combat
crime.
mode.
He says if he is let go, he will go right back doing more cybercrime. I'd say lock his ass up for a fee for the shots.
Target destroyed. Concluding analysis. Well done.
A random TikTok account emerged who started sharing short clips and screenshots from GTA 6. And to prove their legitimacy, they also shared this photo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aaron Garbett, head of development at Rockstar North, who has been with the company for 27 years. Now, it is possible that this account is simply posing as his son, but if not, and if I'm Aaron, that kid's gonna live like fucking Harry Potter at the Dursleys until he moves out.
Wake up, cousin! We're going to the zoo!
I think it's hilarious, the idea that your son just put your job in jeopardy for fucking TikTok clout. As sad as that is, I do think that's funny. Rockstar just can't catch a break when it comes
Integration
to release. The day
program.
before the
Gamma
trailer
2.
was supposed to come out, someone leaked it on Twitter. And what an appropriate username. They did it to promote Bitcoin.
Main system activating combat mode.
And this text you see was on screen for the entire time.
Target destroyed. Concluding analysis. Well done.
'23 was a wild year for leaks. Microsoft had a huge list of upcoming games revealed, content plans, but the Insomniac fiasco is really terrible. On December 12th, a hacker known as Ricida announced that it had stolen 1.63 terabytes of data from Insomniac, and they were auctioning it off for 50 bitcoins. What's up with the fucking bitcoins, man? When nobody bought it, naturally, they posted
Integration
it online
program.
for all to see. And this is one of the more malicious
Main system
attacks.
activating combat
It does
mode.
irreparable damage to Insomniac objects. I think it reveals to employees for testing. At this point, Halo 3 was 99.9% complete, but 3 weeks before release, a 17-year-old who who went by the gamertag Scar, somehow obtained the Epsilon version of the game and was able to play it for 6 hours. Microsoft popped into this and laid the fucking ban hammer down on its face. Scar's Xbox Live account was banned for 9,972 years, until the year 10,000. Man really just said, wake me, wake me. This screenshot must have been one of the funniest things to wake up to. Like when criminals get 10 life sentences plus 50 years or whatever. Just an absurd punishment. But how did he get caught? Well, he kept his status online so everyone could see he was playing Halo 3 before it even came out. Scar's account had 60,000 gamer score. That is a heavy price paid, but imagine the clout you'd have the next day in school. Thankfully, Scar didn't seem interested
Main
in
system
leaking Halo 3
activating
to the
combat
public.
mode.
If he did, he might have faced a much more
Let's go,
punishment than losing his account.
This is where the survey begins in
There were
earnest.
several other leaks around Halo 3, but the absurdity of Microsoft's reaction to this one made it hilarious. There's so many examples we could dive into. Gears of War 3. But if I don't finish the video Half-Life 2 is definitely
2 repair kits remaining.
According to the structural drawings, the route continues past this partition. Looks like the power's out. Let's find a way to bring it back online.
This was one of, if not the darkest days in Valve's history. And people become
Been waiting for you, Raven. You're gonna die, traitor.
Sounds like you found Balos MTs. Eliminate them 621.
4 million fewer copies of the game getting sold.
Control panel identified. This should get the power back online.
They understood and did all they could to track
The elevator's back online too. Let's take it back up to the upper level.
9 months passed without any info on who was responsible. Valve was demoralized. Development had slowed down even further, and all was hopeless. Until
The partition should open now. See if you can get access.
a German teenager named Axel
The heat exchanger section's up ahead. This is around where the comms log for Balam's advanced squad cuts off.
So much that he asked Gabe for a job. This is when our boy Gabe played him like a villain. They set up a
It
phone
seems
interview
we're alone.
with the goal of getting Gembe to commit his crimes, and they were going to fly him to Seattle. where the
Raven,
FBI
ambush!
You must be brave. Yes, I do see evidence of
Independent mercenary cool call. AC dead set. It seems he's black.
This is just business.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
I see why pouring off could beat you. Why he abandoned his red gun pride and succumbed to his frustrations. What a pity. You shouldn't have been so hard on the poor lad.
1 repair kit remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Isn't that your gift? I'd hope to carry your body back in one piece and deposit it at the lad's feet. But it seems things won't be so. Then are we? I hope the lad got what he wanted.
Had said, with spoilers so massive and crazy, it was impossible to avoid them online. Hackers revealed jaw-dropping twists that left the community very divided. I found one comment on this Reset Era thread that said, "Isn't it a little ironic to have a game with a very transparent theme about the cycle of revenge ultimately be sabotaged for what seems like a genuine vengeance?" The original story trailer also seemed to indirectly confirm what